Welcome to 2017 Bommala Koluvu at Alapatys house. This year our theme is divinity. Divinity is a theme that has three components. The first one is where is God? And the second component is why we go to temples. And the third component is what is Namastey? So these are the three components where all the dolls and idols and setup is done according to each component. So the first one is where is God? According to Vedas, God pervades life form and non-life form. That means material. Life form is animals and humans. So having said that, the first one I'm going to show you here is how we are depicting those aspects of God presence in these two entities. The first one is, for example, here God is in earth also, right? There are 5 elements, earth is one of them, right? So for example, earth comprises of animals, humans and all other material. So to depict that aspect, we have this setup here to represent God's presence in all of the things here. And the second one is air. Okay, air. We know that air is one of the elements. Here, God, Hanuman, he is flying. We believe that Vayu Deva, that means God, wind God. Yeah, wind God is is represented here in the form of Hanuman flying here, and also sky. When we say where is God, we look up also, right? So sky is ether, God is present, and to depict that, we have here sky here, and of course Lord Shiva is there in the sky here. And the other one is water, right? So Matsyavatara, he comes from water, and that is one of the element where God is also present. So to depict that, here is the beach and then ocean basically, and Matsyavatara is depicted here. So having said that, now earlier we said God lives everywhere, right? So for that, here is the scenery or setup here. One of them here is Lord Narasimha here, and the guy over there is Hiranyakashipu. Most of you know this story. Prahalada, who always chanted Lord's name and envisioned and saw Lord in every form, everything, humans and non-humans, and every other non-life form also. And one day he was telling his father routinely, God here, God there, God everywhere, and Hiranyakashipu could not take it anymore. He said, is your God in this pillar? Yes, Daddy. And then when Hiranyakashipu broke that pillar, then God in the form of Narasimha came and then took care of him. That is another example in Puranas that says God is present everywhere. To depict that, we have here all the setup here, including material and the Lord form here. And we know that people go to different places. For example, Christians will go to church here, Muslims will go to mosque, and we go to temples as Hindus, right? So to depict that God is in every place, including mosque, temple and churches, this is the setup we have here. So where is God really? And for that, when we see the Lord here, Rama and Lakshmana and Sita, we always put namaskar and then close our eyes. If you see Hanuman, he is also closing his eyes. You know why? When we go to temples or pray at home, we close for 1 second our eyes. You know why? Because we are trying to seek God within us. God lives in our hearts, not really anywhere else. Really, of course, if you can see God in you first, then you can see God in others, and then you can see God in the universe. So that's why when we go to temple, we close our eyes to seek God within us. So you know the answer. God lives everywhere, particularly when we seek Him, He is in our heart. So one more thing with where is God? So there is a little story about it. Long, long time back when God created the whole universe, and there are only few people. And when people were praying to Lord, immediately Lord used to appear in front of them and ask them for the reasons why they called in for God. So it was it was the time where people were very nice and enforcing human values. There's no demonic nature at all. But God was thinking down the road the people will change, and there is a day where He cannot come and give darshan to everyone. So He convened a meeting and asked sages and the other humans, where should I hide? Give me some suggestions here, so that when a person who has real longing in his heart, then only I can come and give him a darshan. So one sage said, okay, you can, oh Lord, you can hide in the bottom of the ocean. Then God said, no, one day they will invent a submarine and they'll get me and they will get the darshan. And then another sage said, hide on top of the mountains. But Lord said, they'll invent aeroplanes and choppers. They can find me. And then one person said, hide far, far away from us in far distant galaxies. Then Lord said, well, they will invent rockets and teleporting one day, and they will come and seek my darshan, right? So and then people were giving so many suggestions, but Lord was not happy. Then at the end, Lord said, don't worry, I know the answer. I'm going to hide in a place where nobody will look for me. And then everybody was asking, where, Lord? I'm going to hide in your own hearts. That way, nobody will seek me inside. Always everybody is looking outside for everything. They never look inside, inward for me. So that is the best place for me. So since then, Lord or God is hiding in our hearts. That's why when we go to temples, even in churches or mosques, people close their eyes to see God within them in the heart. So that is the story. Okay, now the second component is why we go to temples. First one, here I will focus on temples. In the temple area, you see priests, sages, and all other citizens come and participate in Vedic rituals where they offer gems and precious stones and metals, precious metals in this area, and that is called homam. That's where they offer everything to the Lord, fire or Agni. And because of this Veda chanting and the atmosphere, there is a lot of positive energy, positive vibrations are generated in this area. So when we go there to the temples, we imbibe and we absorb that positive energy and we feel really blissful. That is the main purpose of going to the temple. So
also they put all these metals, precious gems, metals, which attracts the positive energy by chanting all these Vedic ritual, doing Vedic rituals and Vedic chanting. So that imbibes the energy, that gives more energy. So which we imbibe that energy to absorb.
So this one here is a great example here. Everybody has to live, right? And they have to earn their daily food, right? So some people do the business, they sell goods and whatnot, and some people do other things like Gangiriddu here, and some people are begging, some people are fighting for something they want. So on a daily basis, people are indulging in various activities for their livelihood. So in doing so, what happens is they forget the innate or latent divinity in them. And to realize that, here we go to temple, right? Here is a great story I'll give you here. I'll tell you. Here is the temple. Why we go to temples? Real, it's an escape, or church, or mosque, or a synagogue. It doesn't matter. So, for example, here I focus on temples. When we go to temples, first thing we see is inside the sanctum, we see the Lord beautifully decorated with ornaments and garlands and everything, right? So, because of that sight, our eyes are really pacified and they feel very happy. You can see here Lord Krishna with all the ornaments. Once you see that, what a great sight here. And then you see all the gopikas are singing and dancing here because you are hearing very nice bhajans here or Vedic chanting by the priest here. Our ears are taken care of. They feel very happy. And next one, when we go to the temple, there is a fragrance coming from flowers, agarbatti or incense sticks. So our nose is taken care of and it is very happy. And then the last one is tongue or mouth. We are given nice tulasi dal abhishekam and also nice tamarind rice or yogurt rice or some other form of prasadam. So with those both food material, our mouth is satisfied. Now the senses are completely taken care of. They are very happy. We are blissful, and everybody is very happy there. So because of that bliss, we generate a lot of positive vibrations. The temple is full of positive energy. And imagine so many people are coming to temple with humility and bow down to God with humility. They put their ego away, anger away. All the divinity is really explicitly coming out. Because of so many people are gathering and there is so much of positive energy. Really, that positive vibes really gives us bliss. So that is the reason why we go to temple and take that positive energy and divinity to outside world and engage in our daily activities with the same divinity and help each other and lead a great life. That is, for example, here these people are going to the temple again. They're coming from the temple, they're interacting with other people, and there is another activity going on, which is marriage. Everybody is helping to have the marriage there. So, and here we have cultivation going on, agricultural stuff. So people are helping each other really. So we take the divinity and the bliss we have received from the temple 24/7, enforce it and experience in our daily life. So that is the real purpose of the our visit to the temple. Take the divinity, all the things we experience in the temple, and go to the exterior world or real world and continue living like that with the divinity, so that others also feel that divinity in you. That is the true meaning of going to temple. Okay, now the third component of the divinity is what is Namaste. Okay, so right from the birth, we take our kids and babies, even in the stage of babies, we take them to temple and then teach them to prostrate in front of the Lord and say namaskar to God, right? Even little from the stage of small babies to young adults, we teach our children to say namaskar to Lord. Here, what is depicted here, various is a nice temple here, where including the priest, visitors, and other people here who are coming here, they are saying namaskar to Lord Krishna and Radha here. And if you pay attention here, there are the two Dwarapalakas. They are also saying namaskar to you. You know why they are saying namaskar to us, even though God is behind them? Because the simple fact, God resides in us, they recognize the divinity in us, so that's why they are saying namaskar to God in us. So, see one more thing here, we prostrate here, we offer our sastanga namaskaram to God by touching all our body parts, saying that you are my savior, and that's why my offering my namaskar to God. Okay, so that is the theme depicted here in the temple about what is Namaste or Namaskar. So here, when we come to the real world, here everybody helps other people and also recognizes divinity in each other. For example, this person is saying namaskar to those people who are doing some business, taking goods in their carts. And here, these people who are doing low-end jobs, really, even then, one lady is saying Namaskar because God is present in everyone. So no matter what kind of work we do, and no matter what it is, the form, whether it is life form or non-life form, even if it is life form, animals, we say Namaskar because we see the divinity, God's presence in everything. And that is the setup made here to reflect Namaskar here. So that is the worldly meaning, actually, that's what we perceive. The real inner meaning here, what is Namaste or Namaskar, what is Namo Namaha, Namostute. So these are all variations of Namaskar. So then what is the meaning of Namaha? That means not mine. So when we say Om Namah Shivaya, Oh Shiva, this is not mine. Namo Narayanaya, Oh Narayana, this is not mine. What is that not mine? We have to ask ourselves, right? You are talking to God saying, Oh Lord, this is not mine. What is that not mine? There are two things here. One, when you say Namaha, Namah Shivaya, Oh Lord, the good character, wisdom, virtues, and all the material and my property, everything is because of your grace. You gave me that, and for that, with gratitude, I'm saying Namaskar. That is the expression of proclamation of divinity in God, divinity in everyone. So we particularly, when we say to God Namaskar, we are thanking Him for all the things, good things He gave us. So there is another meaning, Namaha, not mine. What is that not mine? Oh Lord, the jealousy, greed, lust, these are all 6 vices we have. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Macharya, Lobha, Moha. These are the bad qualities we have at some form. When the divinity is expressed a lot, like when we go to temple, all these 6 vices are suppressed. That's why our divinity is really explicitly visible. We are vibrant and lot of positive energy. So when you say Namaha, oh Lord, from today onwards, I am giving away all my bad qualities to you. So it's not mine anymore. Anger is not mine. Lust is not mine. Desires are not mine. I am giving it to you. So when you give away something to Lord, then you don't have those things anymore with you. That means you can't use them. So in your daily life, when you say, I am giving away all my anger to you, then I should not get angry, right? So that is the inner meaning of Namaha in other way. But when we give away those bad qualities, sometimes we do exhibit them, right? We are humans. So what we have to do, we should not hold on to those bad values when we demonstrate. We have to get back to our divinity. How, like some people, they hold the grudge for 5 years, lifelong, 1 year, 1 month, 1 day, 1 hour. So you have to shrink it to shortest time so that your divinity is with you in full form. The demonic nature is suppressed. So that is the key thing. So when we say Namaste to other people, we are recognizing divinity in them also, right? Basically, we are saying the divinity in me, saluting in a humble way to divinity in you. That's why we say Namaskar to elders also. Anybody, even little kid also, you can say, oh Lord, I say